Hey, hey, what do you say? This is Ganga World, your humble host, and we're here with Metaphor ReFantazio Demo that dropped on PlayStation and other systems a couple days ago, and we're trying it out now. And we got a bunch of warnings here after adjusting, language, brightness, that kind of usual stuff. Studio Zero. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Last few days have been kind of rough for me in terms of health and stuff.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Dang, gotta do them like that.
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
It's normal political discourse. Nothing to see here. There. Look
By my hand.
No.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
him. It was that guy. He did it.
To die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
It's interesting that they gave us the killer right off the bat.
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor ReFantazio.
Ooh.
What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning. But through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version. We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
Game content seen here may vary from the full version of the game. Wow. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a huge fan of the Persona series. I've played Persona since Persona 3, 4, and 5, obviously. Not a huge fan of the Shin Megami Tensei. Not that I'm not a huge fan, but those games are not for me. I've tried them, but the Persona series, though, yeah. I love it a lot. So I've always wanted to see what they would do with a series set outside of Japan, modern Japan. So yeah, let's go. Oh my God, I forgot how did he pronounce Fantazio? Was it Fantazio?
ReFantazio.
Anyway, it's obviously it's got the Persona style. Let's get right into it. Let's go to system first. Okay, settings. So, I'm going to turn down music a tick. FX2. Don't know how my voice is going to. We'll see. Auto advance on, off. Enemy subtitles on. Confirmations. Regard, pass turn, or auto battle. Yeah. Toggle auto lock. Yeah. Invert horizontal. No. Vertical, yes. Camera assist. Camera speed. I'll leave that there. Camera shake. Sure. There's the speed normal. Skip selections. Skips your selections, but skip events. Nope. Don't do that. Skip special animation. No, not reflections on. Don't know what they are, but maybe they're similar to Persona ones. Screen brightness. Seems okay. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't seem to be a difficulty one. So, it's probably going to come with the basic difficulty, which is difficult. Anyway, let's go. Like, let's go. Ah, the game. I like all these. Hey, this is modern day.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Talking to me?
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
I think he is talking to me. That is pretty meta. Alright. I am Gangrel. Can you fit me in? Nope, can't. Let's see what we can do here. It'll be good enough. Sure.
Ah,
Good enough.
a most unusual name.
Very unusual.
One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a
Why are you talking to
curious
me?
thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can
Okay.
it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you?
Final Fantasy? Is it a Final Fantasy?
If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
That's one heck of a question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would we call a powerless creation? I think those are two different questions, though. The first one, I would say... Actually, no, they're not the same question. They're not the same question. I would say not always. Maybe it can begin as... I think fantasy always begins as in the confines of imagination, but I think fantasy can become a reality, depending on what your fantasy is.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Okay, scheming man. Ah, there's your difficulty. Regicide. What? Okay. Let's try hard. Let's see how hard it is on hard. I played Persona games on hardest difficulties before, so and I know they get pretty tricksy. But I'm a kind of an RPG veteran by now, so and I definitely play it cautiously when I play turn-based RPGs. We'll see. If it's too hard, then we'll bump it down. So, who else thinks that the Scheming Man will be the final boss? I mean, look at his name. His name is Scheming Man. There's
Looks
our
like we're in
protag-
the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Bandits.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
I don't know what you guys are for, except that you seem to be working for Luis.
How'd they get one of those?
I know Luis is Kingslayer.
Come on, hey, keep it moving.
What a weird ship. Look at that, it's got legs.
Next one.
Just robbing folks.
Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
Knife
Filthy
ears.
gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Oh, this book. Do you even know how to read?
Hold it!
Oh.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! That's all to get stuck like
Whoa.
that.
There you go. I was wondering when she was gonna act.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Oh, that was close. Behind you. Well, this place is pretty rough.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
She can fly. I'm sure she's all right. What mission?
What mission?
Come on, this is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
Oh, you know, stop the auto there. I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. So high ground. Basic controls, use L to move. Use the stick to move. Hold R2 while moving to dash. Press circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can use the mini-map to see which way to go and how to access the mini-map. But never mind, it's always on screen, I guess. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu by pressing start.
Let's go.
Alright, we got something new in the memorandum. Let's go check that out real quick. Gallica. Ah, that's our little fairy friend. A fairy who accompanies Travelling Boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for a special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allows her more proficiency than Travelling Boy when it comes to sensing Magla and knowing magic. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. Gallica. Not to be confused with Gattaca. Okay, we got 124 HP, 75 MP, and we need to go to...
Stop!
What? Jesus. Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Ew.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. What do I do? Farsight. Press L2 to use face sight, sorry. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy that you've never confronted before, it will show as an unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay.
Oh. Anywhere else?
They look pretty tough. Careful now.
Ah, cool. I'll give you warnings all over the place. Alright, then let's go this way. Now what?
Hurry!
Am I dodging? What am I doing? Nope. I'm running.
Found us. Get ready, everyone.
Everyone, it's just me. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I can run. Okay, touching it didn't get me into battle. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Just gonna keep running. Nope. Until I'm pulled into battle. I don't know if this is right.
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to be doing this? I'm gonna attack it until the tutorial tells me I should be attacked. Okay, you know what?
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't around.
Not like this.
Wake
Oh,
up!
crap.
Answer me!
Fantasy is dead. Isn't that what,
Oh, champion against fear. Rise and face anxiety.
Isn't that what television executives have been saying? Fantasy is dead. Oh, that didn't turn out well. That's because I took on way too many of
Okay.
those things. Alright, we'll try that again. Let's see.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
There's a lot of them.
Hurry!
No, you told me to run for it last time. Ah, 50.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
So,
Not like this.
You can't
okay.
die. Please, don't.
I thought I'd be pulled into a turn-based battle, but I guess not.
Will your tale end here?
No.
Stay
So,
vigilant.
you know what?
These ones
We're gonna
aren't
run.
messing around.
We're gonna run. We're gonna run. They can't catch us anyway. Pretty sure they can't catch us anyway. Oh, they're level 8. I'm level 1. That explains a lot. It's going high. Oh, they're behind us. I can hear them.
Look.
Some type of
Just
weird
checking.
thingy.
But you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Not a chance.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Gallica's literally a walking soundtrack. Or, I guess, a floating soundtrack.
Look!
Hey, look! Well, now you really are, you really are channeling your inner Navi.
Over there!
You're gonna tell me, listen! That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
So there's nothing more useful that you could cast on me, like say a healing spell? No? Fine. By the way, anyone watching this, put in the comments below what you think the language setting should be.
Yep, we're safe here.
Should I, that doesn't look safe. Looks like pretty dangerous. Should I put it on Japanese voices, or should I put it on English? Leave it on English. Let me know what you decide.
I don't like this.
In the meantime, until then, I'll be keeping it on English.
Pocket it.
Until I hear otherwise. This music is great. But it's kind of funny that it's coming from her.
If it's useful, I say grab it. Hurry!
Okay, we're running. We're running. Gotta run faster.
They found us. Get ready,
Okay,
everyone.
I can run faster. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was in the tutorial. Yeah, we're back on the road.
What a relief.
Okay, so. Sorry. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you, Navi. So the first things that we've learned in this game is how to be a coward and run away. Which I think is important in any RPG, is to sort of tell your player, hey,
Strong ones ahead.
no problem.
Be careful.
Be careful and running away. Uh-oh, this is bad.
Not good. Run for it.
This
That was a fast
land of
transition.
8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Oh, great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me something. I need to read faster. Anxiety seems to be a theme.
Whoa, just look.
Core theme of this game.
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Womp womp.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless
Uh-oh.
you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
Traveling boy, what are you gonna do with you?
Don't you have street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
Elder.
The capital's incredible.
Oops, sorry for
Just
that bang.
look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Okay.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Get outside.
Careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Oh,
Sounds
another
like monsters have been
one.
prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Oh. What's this?
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Little old scholar. Oh, flashback. I get it.
We've done all in our power. But not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
I don't see any horns or dog ears or elf ears, so I'm guessing she's an Elder as well?
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
Luis, it was Luis. I saw him do it.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
I wonder what the significance of the words in red are. If maybe they're added to the log or the memorandum. We're going to check that now, or as soon as we can.
Hey, are you listening?
Nope.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. What to know in town? Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Saving, press up. In safe areas like towns, save your progress. Let's do that now.
Whatever will I do?
Who said that? Okay, first things first, let's save. Save, Rumblade. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Gallica. We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find the recruitment center.
Whatever will I do?
Okay. How do you check our map again? Gallica, how do you check our map? Talk to this random... Oh. I guess we could talk to this one. Yep.
Ugh, come off fish?
Ah, it's an Elder. Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? What's wrong with me being here? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear the Elder wield devilish magic that defies the teaching of sanctism. Devilish magic, she says. If you're so magical, I thought you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I'm hearing a lot of weird.
Let's go see.
Oh. Fine. We're going. Trying to go on a normal walking speed so as to not, So it looks like these canine people, these furries, are on the lower rung society. Although obviously not on a high rung either. But it looks like the people with horns and the people with elf ears are on a high rung. Ooh, she's got a portrait. Shady woman. You're hot. Okay. Oh no, she's hot.
Damn.
We're not going to war, are we? Count Louis isn't even in Grand Tide. Louis did it. Louis is the murderer. I saw it in my own eyes. Well, I'm sure she's not a character. Country noble.
Simply amazing.
Look, over there, you can see the royal palace. No, wait, that's not right. That's where the cathedral is. At least I assume so, since it's off the main street.
And what is it?
Seems to me sanctism is the really privileged thing around here, even more so than the monarchy. Okay, she's definitely a character. Peripus. Okay, so it looks like the dog people are called Peripus.
So you?
What? An elder, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude. Just mind yourself. This city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Appreciate the advice. Yeah, be careful, or they'll get you too. Just like all us Peripus. Not a place for quote-unquote inferiors. Yeah, down with racism. Ooh, Viren level. What? Check.
Oh yeah?
Look at all those houses. Pretty striking to see them from way up here. And look, there's a grand cathedral. Look. With that crazy ziggurat-looking thing. It's just enormous. And as I recall, the recruitment centers are around there. Okay, so the closer we get to the imposing cigarette thing, the closer we get to the recruitment center. Here we come down these stairs.
Hey!
Up ahead is Sunshade Row. It's where we saw the gallows and those beggars. Let's not go there without good reason. I've got good reason. I'm curious. Water's Day, afternoon, 23 degrees Celsius. Or, I don't know, whatever the equivalent of Celsius is.
An elder? Here?
Yeah, that's right. Here. Dick Splash. Hey.
Oh God, grant me guidance.
What's happening over here? What's going on over here on this side?
Close your aid.
The royal funeral for His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Forden will be in attendance as well. Majesty Eminence. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event.
Oh God, grant me guidance.
Oh, what happened? What'd I do?
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
What is a magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
I keep forgetting that in the voice, when there's voices, he'll say what the Let's see the dialogue. Oh.
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside.
So it's a wand. Just say a wand. It's a wand.
Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Don't say you can whip out magic. Don't say you can whip out anything.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
Sure am.
I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Do I catch your eye? Wink, wink.
Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop.
You're a shopkeep?
Are you in the market for an igniter?
You got too much drip on you to be a shopkeep.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
That's way too busy. Way too busy.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic.
Is that a ribcage?
World-shattering power.
Why does it look like it has a ribcage?
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
So why do you have it? Why is it just hanging in the store? This is a display model? Probably.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Thanks for the warning.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Do I have to sign a contract saying, damn,
Well,
that drip.
that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
I want a wand, though. I want to cast magic.
Let's head there.
Lethargic soldier. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Louis, but now I get my ass handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Man, any of those gamers that are always like quote unquote gamers that are always like, no, politics in the games, they're not gonna be liking this one. I cannot see how they can possibly like this game if they don't want politics in the game. This is politics in the game.
You are.
Oh, the recruitment place. Go down the street towards the cathedral, and it'll be on the building on the left. Towards the cathedral. Did I already miss it? Oh, wait. You're looking to reenlist as a soldier. Not like there's any other work for elders, I guess. What? You know, I'm gonna be combative here. Don't make assumptions. Oh, you think you're better than the grime of Sunshade Row you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. Wow. Like, why did you give me directions if you're just gonna be a dick? So that looks like a cathedral.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
Politics the game. Let's do some jaywalking.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
Is it? Is it? Yes. Hey, buddy. You alright? Hey, buddy. Did see the mini. What about here? Is this a cathedral? St. Firmus Church. Getting Abby, what do you want? Should I? Yeah, well, it's a beautiful church, but now is not a great time to pray. Hey, any time's a good time to pray. You got to pray just to make it today. Okay, let's go. That was wrapped back in the 80s. Oh, cool! Look at that transition. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elder, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. You don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure. But it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Fine, for the sake of the mission. This character's not exactly someone that's gonna bust heads.
What are you playing at?
Unpleasant guard. This should be fun.
Really now?
Recruitment center? What, you want to enlist or something? It's just down the road, if that's the case. But an Elder enlisting? Bloody hell, what will be next? Wouldn't be in such a sorry say Luis was in power. Mouth on the sky. If you weren't focused on saving the prince, I'd give him a piece of my mind. Well, let's just grin and bear it.
What are you playing at?
Oh, Gallica's nice. It's nice that she's on my side. Dude, you got a box on your head. That's wild.
You there?
Young man, may I interest you in our shop's wares? This is no ordinary Musteri shop.
Hey, sorry.
Uh-oh. We're actually in the middle of something. We've got something to do at the recruitment center. The recruitment center? If you're lost, it's the large building down the street and to the left. Stop by when you have time.
By now?
I do business here all the time, so if you're in the area, do stop by. Building... this one?
I'm out of ideas.
You never had ideas. Is that a donkey? I don't know. This seems to be it here. Seems to be it.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Knock on with? Yeah, you're coming with.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you?
Don't be suspicious.
The army's no place for velvet swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country.
So hell of a way of doing recruitment. You do want people to recruit into your army, right?
Mark my words. War will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore.
Yeah, I mean, no lies detected.
But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
That's some swagger.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't.
The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
What's your job again?
So, what brings you to enlist?
Be honest. Cash money. I want to get rich, yo.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work.
Guy like him doesn't believe in ideas or whatever.
So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Fast.
I'm small, but quick.
Yes, I could see that. Always the cowards who run the fastest, eh? Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
That went pretty well. Alright, name our character. I don't know what his canon name is supposed to be. I haven't looked too far into the into this game story to see if he's got a canon name or whatever. I know that the play characters in Persona usually do have canon names, but in this case we're just gonna go Abe. It's sort of our go-to when it comes to male characters when I play. Honest Abe.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property, so if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
Alright. Didn't go with any lofty ideas or whatever. What a long line. Guess we have no choice but to wait our turn. Unmotivated man.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you listening too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money for it or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you cheered out. A lot of nouns and proper nouns and stuff that we have to figure out. Let's talk to our friend here.
Whoa.
You enlisted as well. The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? I'm gonna mind my business here. Nope, nothing. I'm sure you're wondering the same thing they were. If there's steak on the table at home, what earthly force could drag me to enlist in the Royal Army?
Well,
let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. I have my reasons. So pretty. Anxious purpose. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapet stands a chance. Bulletin board. Sure has a lot of wanted posters. There's no time for gawking. We have to get in line. Move a little, Gallica.
What's the world coming to?
Blasted, I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here. But they really make you work alongside creepy Elda? A purpose I could deal with, but the Elder are right ominous. Yeah, where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures there. There's where. Guess you can't expect an Elder to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would be a waste of energy.
Oi there!
Not always. Fine. Join the queue. Not always a waste of energy.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An Elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here.
Yeah, I know. It's, goes in order of people who are in line. I get it.
We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
What? I think you don't understand the concept of a line, sir.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Cinder Igniter, times 1.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Why are you indicating to yourself? Are you a newbie or one of those that mastered it in a day? Oh, okay, you're pointing to Igniter. Captain I spoke with earlier had one too, and it must take on many different forms like I saw on Main Street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Map. World Capital Vicinity Map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Everything's coming up. Abe and Gallica.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
No, leave me alone.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep.
At least you took our shoes off. One of the things I hate in games is when game characters go to bed or climb out of bed like with their shoes on. I don't know if the character are fully clothed. Just take off your shoes, man. At least style makes it believable. So I'm glad they did that here.
I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Thanks for reminding me.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The
That's
prince was kind to
cool.
take you in.
Just
He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
my precious.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right?
Make believe and all that.
So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled.
It's definitely not our world.
And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal.
Yeah, definitely not our world. It looks like it from the picture, but it's definitely some other world.
Wow. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Sounds like a you problem.
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Sure, let's save. Cool, 19 degrees.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard.
Yeah.
Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
Is that Kingdom Hearts?
Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Oh, what the hell? There's like thorns on a vine. Definitely a curse, I suppose.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Oh, all geared up. So all these like little artifacts, I see these like white artifacts that look like triangles shapes. Can other people see them, or is it just for visual? Yeah, that stuff. It's like snow or whatever. I'm gonna assume that people can see them.
Northern border fort. One day remains.
One day remains for what? What?
Let's see.
What?